Hello everyone, hope you're doing good. Welcome to the channel. At DC TechNet, we do a lot of experimentation, we experience a lot of things, and our vision is to say, our core is to say, we believe in knowledge will only grow if you share it, and that's the motto of this particular channel. So let's see what we have today. So again, we will continue our Active Directory interview questions, and today will be the part 3 of the 5-part series, and today we'll take up 6 questions. And again, the questions will be from basics to the advanced level. And we are planning to focus on only 25 questions purely only on Active Directory, no DNS, no group policy. So let's see what we have. And if you want to know more about Active Directory, we have a complete playlist of 15 deep dive sessions exclusively on Active Directory. So question number 11, what are the attributes or properties of Active Directory replication? So I have been asking this question in almost all the interviews, and there are very few people who know the answer. So let's see the answer. So these are the 4 prominent properties of Active Directory replication. It's a multi-master replication, it's a pull replication. Active Directory replication is always a store and a forward replication, and it's state-based replication. So these are the 4 properties of Active Directory replication. So if you want to know more about these 4 properties, you can always go down to the playlist and watch one of the replication videos. Question number 12. What is knowledge consistency checker? This is again 100% asked question in the Active Directory interview. What is KCC? Let's look at the answer. So the knowledge consistency checker is a built-in process that runs on every domain controller, and this KCC is responsible for generating Active Directory replication topology for the entire forest. So this is a process which runs on every domain controller, and KCC is responsible for generating replication topology across the entire forest. Now the KCC generates connection objects within the sites, so that the domain controllers within the sites will be able to replicate with each other and also across the sites. So the replication will be formed. So it takes care of intra-site replication as well as inter-site replication by creating connection objects. Question number 13. What are Active Directory sites and site links? The answer: an Active Directory site is a physical subnet that is connected using a high-speed connection. So in our last session, we saw the logical parts of Active Directory, or logical partitions. So the Active Directory site and domain controllers form the physical part of Active Directory. And these Active Directory sites are connected using site links. So let's understand what are site links now. So again, site links are active directory objects that represents logical paths that the knowledge consistency checker uses to establish a connection for active directory replication. So it's just a path, so that knowledge consistency checker will say establish a connection between two sites or two domain controllers. Again, there is one more concept, that is active directory site link bridge. So this is again a homework for you. What is active directory site link bridge, and in which scenario do we need to configure the active directory site link bridge? No worries, I'll be taking this question in our next session. So this is how site link bridge the site link is in the pictorial representation. So we have two sites, London site and we have Sydney site, and we have internet between these two sites, and this is the site link, a single site link between London and Sydney site. So there is a single site link between two sites. Question number 14. Explain the repadmin.exe utility with some examples. Again, if you are a Windows admin or you are managing Active Directory, it's mandatory for you to know repadmin.exe utility. It's a mandatory thing. So the answer is, repadmin.exe is a command line utility used to troubleshoot, used to repair Active Directory replication issues and gather Active Directory replication information. And these are some of the examples of repadmin. Say repadmin /repl_sum /show repl sync all, so on and so forth. Now the interviewer also may ask you something like this. Okay, tell me what will be the outcome of say repadmin /sync all. So the question may come on say in both the ways. But if you are really interested to understand this tool, the best way is to run repadmin /, and you will get all the switches which can be used in this particular command. So I've just taken a screenshot for you with the question mark. So there are many switches, but it was not able to fit in the screen, so I've just taken first few. Let's move on. Question number 15. What is ISTG? Intersite Topology Generator. Again, a prominent question asked in Active Directory interview. So the answer? The Intersite Topology Generator is an Active Directory process that defines the replication between sites. So ISTG is a process which will define replication between the sites. So let's see how it works now. A single domain controller in each site is automatically designated to be the ISTG. So because this ISTG generates, performs this action, so we don't require to determine the replication topology. I'm talking about intersite, okay, intersite replication topology, and we don't need to designate any domain controller as a bridgehead server, because ISTG will take care of say defining the replication topology and defining the bridgehead server as well. Question 16. So what is a bridgehead server now? In last question we saw that ISTG will define this bridgehead server as well. Let's see the answer now. Again, this is a prominent question. A bridgehead server is a domain controller that is designated to send and receive replication data at each site. So there might be 15 domain controllers in one site. Only one domain controller will be designated as a bridgehead server. So all the 14 domain controllers will send the data to him, and he will send the data to the other bridgehead server in the other site. So the bridgehead server from the originating site collects all the replication changes and then sends them to the receiving site's bridgehead server, which replicates the changes to all the domain controllers in that particular site. So it's one-on-one, one bridgehead server to another, and so on and so forth. So let's see the pictorial representation of a bridgehead server now. So we have two sites, Shanghai site and we have Singapore site, and we have internet between them. So this is our Singapore bridgehead server, and this domain controller is our Shanghai bridgehead server. So only replication between Shanghai and Singapore will happen, say we are these two bridgehead servers. So let's look at the summary of today's session. So we covered 6 questions today. We looked at the properties of Active Directory replication. We looked at, say, knowledge consistency checker. We also came to know sites and site links. We just saw some of the features or some of the switches of repadmin. We saw what is ISTG, and we also know what is a bridgehead server now. So hope you have enjoyed today's session. Thank you for joining. And if you feel this channel is helping you to learn anything new, do like, share and subscribe the channel, and have a wonderful day.